I'm the Rules Girl, and this is Munchkin Harry Potter Deluxe, a game of magic, mystery, and adventure in the wizarding world for 3 to 6 players. In Munchkin Harry Potter, players pick a Hogwarts house and battle familiar monsters to level up and gain valuable treasure. You win the game by being the first player to reach level 10. Each player starts the game at level 1 with a hand of cards. Players will use their cards to increase their stats and mess with other players. In addition to each player's house ability, players can play other cards which grant unique abilities and stats. Players can have 1 active role, 1 active ally, and proficiencies, with ranks that are equal or less than the player's current level. Players gain treasure from defeating monsters and can play items like headgear or armor to increase their stats. Players will also draw special cards to gain a level for free, enhance monsters, or play curses on their opponents. On your turn, you'll unlock the door, fight or loot, and begin charity. To start your turn, draw and reveal the top card of the door deck. If it's a curse, you're cursed, and resolve its effects. If it's a monster, you must fight it. If it's any other card, you can put it in your hand or play it immediately. If you didn't draw a monster when you unlock the door, you can look for trouble by playing 1 from your hand to fight or loot the room. When looting, draw 1 card from the door deck to keep in your hand, no matter what the card is. To fight, your combat strength must exceed the monster's. Your combat strength is equal to your current level, plus any bonuses or penalties from your proficiencies, roll abilities, items, allies, and curses. At any time during combat, you or another player can play a one-shot card to affect either you or the monster. Some cards can increase or decrease the monster's combat level, while other cards, like Wandering Monster cards, force you to fight 2 monsters at once. To win against multiple monsters, your combat strength must exceed the combined strength of both monsters. If you kill the monster, go up 1 level per monster you killed, or more levels if the card says so. Then, draw treasure cards face down equal to the number of treasures listed, and discard all cards played during combat. If you can't kill the monster, you can run away, or ask 1 player to help you, adding their combat strength to yours. If you kill the monster together, draw treasure cards face up and decide how to divide up treasure with the player who helped you. If you decide to run away, roll the die or discard an active ally. If you discarded or rolled a 5 or 6, you run away successfully and move on to the charity step. But beware, if you rolled anything else, resolve any bad stuff abilities on monster cards. Some bad stuff makes you lose levels, discard cards, or suffer other negative effects. After resolving combat or looting the room, it's time for charity. If you have more than 5 cards in hand, you must play or give cards to the lowest level player until you have 5. It's now the player to your left's turn. The game continues until 1 player reaches level 10. That player wins the game. Ready to play? Each player chooses either side of a house card. Next, each player claims the standee representing their house and places them onto the level 1 space. Shuffle the door and treasure decks and deal 4 of each to each player. Players may now play any roll cards, rank 1 proficiency cards, item cards, or ally cards they'd like. Each player rolls the die, and the player who rolled the highest goes first. If you like Munchkin Harry Potter Deluxe, you might also like Codenames Harry Potter, a cooperative word game from USAopoly. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking it and subscribing to the Dice Tower for rules explanations, reviews, and more.